we're the Raiderettes, and you're watching the SportsHeads.
You're with the SportsHeads. It's Andre here, and I'm lucky enough to be with the Raiderettes. So what I'll do is I'll start off by just asking everyone their individual names. I'll start from this way.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Hi, my name is Annabelle.
I'm Sasha.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kara.
And is your first time in London?
I've actually been in London before, but I was 9 years old when I came, so I kind of don't remember too much of it.
Yours?
This is my first time here.
What do you think?
I love it, and I actually just found out, so I did that 23andMe, and I just found out that I'm 80% British, so right before I came, which was really cool, it was kind of meant to be, so
80%.
I'm 80%.
You're
I know.
in it.
I'm in it, yeah, so I'm meant to be
She's
here.
Legit. Proper British. Is your first time?
My first time, yes.
Oh, cool. Do you love it?
Yeah, it was so much fun.
I'm not putting you on the spot. Do you
No,
love it?
yeah, we landed. No, we do. We landed at 6 a.m. on Tuesday.
Okay.
And we're going to do all the tourist stuff because it was our only day without anything on the schedule. So we just grabbed a coffee and explored. We did pretty much everything you can do.
Oh, yours as well?
Touristy stuff.
She's expert.
I came to London in 2016 after the Broncos game. I caught a red eye, and I came out here to visit my buddy, or my mate.
Your mate?
My mate. He's performing at a theater on the West End. Childhood friend. So I got to come out here and
You've got a
visit.
name drop now.
Yeah.
Tell the people.
Hey, Jamie Belaya, love you. And I actually just found out, similar to Julie, that my family actually immigrated from Britain to the United States from a city, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, it's called Gloucester. Is that correct?
Well done.
It's like a port city. Thank you. That's where we left. So I'm hopeful that the next time I come to London, I can pop on over to the West Side.
So are you guys excited for Sunday? Your first?
No, we're not excited.
No. Stupid question. Thank you very much. Right. So we are a student platform, as you know. Yeah. We are looking at basically just telling students how to get into their chosen profession. So what is your tips you would say to be able to become a professional cheerleader? I'll start with you. You're closer, that's why.
Okay. I think the most important thing to remember is to stay dedicated, because that's really what drives you to accomplish anything that you want to do. Like for us, we all decided to try out for Raiderettes, and it's a constant dedication. So preparing wise, obviously we want to make sure we're in our best shape. We take a lot of dance classes. We just kind of try to be our best. And then after we make the team, it's really important to make friends with your teammates because that makes your experience so much better. And just stay dedicated, try hard. It's a tough job, but it's very rewarding. So just you have to have the grind and the hustle, and it totally pays off.
So what would you say is the process of getting to become a cheerleader? Let's say, for example, someone wants to be a Raiderette. How did that? What's the steps?
Yeah, so it's about a 2-week process. Now, obviously, before that, there's a lot of training. You have to get yourself ready for that. But there's 2 weeks. The first week, it's just this dance audition, and it's actually really intense. It's all day. You're exhausted. And they have prelims and then semifinals. And by the end of the day, they have kind of their finalist. And then that next Tuesday, we learn the final dance, and then we come back that weekend. We do an interview, the final dance, and then we find out. So it's actually pretty quick. That week in between is terrible. You're so anxious. Yeah, you're so nervous. But yeah, it's just that 2 weeks, and then you find out if you made it or not. Yeah.
So what would you say is the most challenging part of being a cheerleader, a professional cheerleader?
I think the most challenging is time management. We all have full-time jobs apart from being an NFL cheerleader. Not a lot of people know that. And we are very successful people in our own right. I graduated from a university in California, UC Davis, and I got a degree in political science, and now I head up a renewals department at a tech company in the city. So, we have all these things going on in our lives, and we have relationships and things like that. So time management, I think, is like the biggest challenge, but we get really good at it. We get really, really good at it, and it's a skill that it's priceless. And it's so great to see all my teammates and how they like live their lives, and they're just extraordinary people. Yeah.
What was it like the first time that you went on the field with the crowd?
Oh man, okay.
This is a good one for her.
Yeah. So
this one for you.
actually, thanks, man. So actually, before you take the field with the crowd, you take the field in an empty stadium. So the Raiderettes perform at the Oakland Coliseum, and we have a 2 to 3 hour on-field rehearsal, full hair and makeup, boots, and everything to get us ready for the day. So for a lot of rookies, that experience, and especially for me 4 years ago, was life-changing. Just to be at field level in an empty stadium. I mean, you can't even imagine what that feels like. It's kind of like an eerie, exciting, empowering kind of moment. And so that's, that moment is just kind of crazy. When you step out on the fans, like, I'm kind of like a hype person naturally, but like, it's so intimate. You don't realize how intimate it is. When you're at a coliseum or like a stadium, we were just at Wembley the other day. It's like hundreds of thousands, well, tens of thousands of people. And so you don't really think like, oh, wow, I'm going to feel like I'm hanging out with my best friends, right? But when you're on the field facing the crowd, they're just, 6 yards away from you, and you can see all their faces all the way up to the nosebleeds. I can see facial reactions all the way up there. So it's a trip being like that intimate with all these people, and it's a really, really cool community type shared experience.
What is your favorite song to do a routine to at the moment?
This has been a popular question.
jumped out, so-
Yeah, no, it's been a really popular question for us. Okay, so we have a victory dance, I guess you can call it, and it's to Autumn Wind, which is very specific to the Raiders. Nobody else has rights to this song. We do the dance every time that we score a field goal or touchdown, and should I get up and show you?
Want to learn it?
Well, if it's okay with you,
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna learn?
Okay. Okay, so
I will.
It's only 6 moves.
yeah, I'm gonna sing.
Oh, you want me to do it too?
Oh, yeah.
You really trying to embarrass me?
Yeah.
You kind of have to sing the song too.
How did I know this was?
We suckered you into it.
You lot told me.
Okay, so it goes dun 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 dun
To the right,
dun
to the left.
dun front
Oh,
to
sorry, I got
back,
me.
From the back.
up to down
Go
to
right.
the right to the left to the front to the back
Roll it all the way up.
to the down. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Awesome.
Thank you. I'll get cut real quick, wouldn't I?
It's being made now.
Oh, really? Right. So I'm backing you guys this week
Yes, good. We love to hear that.
for a selfish reason,
That's okay.
because Drew Brees is on a bye. So I have Derek Carr as my quarterback. So let me give me predictions out of
His stats are good. Our offense stats.
the offense. Stats are very good. Please let it be good this weekend, Derek. Please. We'll be seeing you tomorrow, so I'll be saying the same thing to you as well, and getting escorted off the field at the same time.
He gets a lot of yards, so I think you'll be okay.
So what's your goals for this season moving on? Like what are your aspirations moving forward? I'll start with you.
Oh, sure. Like postseason or for this season?
Postseason.
So obviously, as a team, we would love to go to the playoffs. I think ultimately, at the end of the day, the most important thing is that everybody stays healthy in the off season and continues to maintain that physical level and continue training and learning. I mean, as we saw with some of the players that came back this year that are really standing out, Rodney Hudson comes to mind. I mean, obviously a 2-time Pro Bowler, but him coming through and making all those decisions at center, he's just, exceeding at a level this year because he had a fantastic offseason. So I think all of us are really interested, in maintaining that effort and keeping it going.
So would you say you have to be into NFL, like hardcore as a to be do your job?
So yeah, I don't think you have to be. It's not a requirement, but you have to know.
You can't not know any of the rules.
Yes. Yeah. And you learn as you go too. There's some girls who come onto the team not knowing a thing about football, and it's just all Google, and they're memorizing like auditions because they ask you certain questions, and then you just learn to love it. I think because because we're also like super fans, you know, and we have to act like we're not like super fans when we see certain people, but you know, we just love the game, and then we get excited, and that's our job. We're supposed to hype up the fans when like something great's happening, like third down, we're jumping up and down, like trying to get the crowd loud. So you know,
is it exciting to meet other people from other sports as well that come to support the team?
Yes, it's really exciting. But I will say,
hinting at the other big team in your city.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously we love the Warriors. I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for everyone.
Yeah, go.
Oh, I used to dance for the Warriors back in the day.
See, no one else can say.
Yeah. It is really, really fun, though. And I think we, especially being from the Bay Area, are so lucky and privileged because we have so many sports teams. So there's, first of all, a lot of options. But also we happen to have really good sports teams. Yeah. So it's fun. We have the Giants that are recent World Series winners, the Sharks that go to the playoffs for a million years in a row, and Raiders who are going to go to postseason this year, and the Warriors who are going to get another ring this year.
All right, cool. Bit of stunting going on here. Just lastly, like what could we expect from you guys this Sunday? Tell us a little bit about, like, is there any like information you can give us about your routines or what you guys are going to be doing with the crowd this Sunday?
Yeah. So we actually are doing something really cool. We get to perform with one of your big pop stars out here, and I'm going to butcher their name, so you guys need to help me. Jess Glenn.
Oh,
yes. And so we get to perform with her. We have a pregame, and we're so excited. And then we also get to do a halftime, which we don't usually get to do, so that's really fun too. We'll be at the tailgates. We'll be all around the Wembley, not Coliseum. We're not in Oakland anymore. So you'll be able to see us all around the whole game, before the game, halftime, and then maybe afterwards too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your time. You guys are amazing. You've converted me to being a supporter for this week and maybe moving forward onwards.
you're in the right color.
I'm in the right color. I'm just missing my black cap and all that stuff. Yeah. No, well, thank you very much, guys, and please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.